It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. One step away from playing for the AFC title. This divisional round contest is underway. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard
line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And a little small 4-yard chunk there. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop.
You know, kid, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's Brown again. And he's down to almost, oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't look out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. The defense all over this one.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. T. Higgins the touchdown. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, level it a whole bunch.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All the left side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They're going play action. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, He's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Let's see what they went with. Third down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here he goes. Third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. One drive in, and he's already in line for that ice bath. Took a couple of early hits. It looks like it's affecting his ability to deliver that football.
Yeah, and I'll let you know a little secret here, Kate. Those defenses, once they get to the quarterback, they usually don't stop.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Getting on the ground with Algier. There's the intensity we expected to play off. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. After the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here we go. Here we go. Back. 180. 180 shot.
Third and long for him here. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He has it at the 22. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First carry here for Ashton Genty. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Case, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll go play action. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
He hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. So that's the end of one in this AFC divisional round contest. The Bengals are out in front. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Bengals get to him and take him down. They're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Kate, if you want to make the analytics folks really happy, just talk about how great play action is. Because the numbers would tell you it really doesn't matter down a distance. It can be highly effective even if you're not running the ball. But nothing the offense was going to do there was going to be effective. Tip your cap to the defense who makes the play. The wind was at a sales, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively. In a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
4 yards there, but still a lot of digging left to do. It's 3rd and really long.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw wheeled in by Bear. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. Now he's past the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turn it into an explosive play.
Genty from the gun. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Working quickly here.
He's broken at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down pass play coming. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
I've been gone for a little too long.
After that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Got it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Ready? Hot. Trap 50, trap 60. Go.
They'll air it out on third. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
Bengals 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. 180. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Motioning the tight end now. Burrow on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 17, Bengals 7.
Reed now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
11. Here we go.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Has room down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals make it a 1-score game before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He still put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop over the 46-yard line. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. Tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Come on. Set. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
For the Raider field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Starting from the 5. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
On 2.
One last play before the break. Man in motion here.
Right, 80. 11, Thomas. 11. 11.
Throwing here just before halftime. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Being on some shit. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe you only rapid pay the bill. Not even a little bit.
Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Trey Tucker to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some nice burst on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
They go play action on first down. Buying some time left. He's got it along the sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Throw left side, complete. And he doesn't get the chance to add on to that play. This still has him across the midfield stripe all the way down to the opposing 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. run give here to Genty. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's using speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's going to be a 46-yarder. Carlson's kick is good, and that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They bring Higgins in motion left. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Pocket isn't good enough. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 26 yards there. And the Bengals have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Gun.
From the gun, a give to Brown. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You just got to love that angle on it. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just running the flat? Great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
He's still going at the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
First down, Burrow to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it sets up 2nd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. Hits his running back. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. The Green Peppers bringing that one to an end.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11. 12. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
It's a gain of
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He finds it beyond the marker. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals start the second half with some needed points. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you can throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is our last play of the quarter.
Dragon 60.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Raiders have it, hoping to close out a win and advance another round. Only took him 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Straight ahead with Genty. Dropped by the first guy he had. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it 45.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
3rd down from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 10. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
19 Tiger. Ready.
Here's Genty. And he hauls it across for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders push this to an 8-point game. Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Makes the score Raiders 30, Bengals 21.
Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. Reaches the 30. And he is gone. Touchdown. when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals cut the lead down to just 2. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return, so that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Gentry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. It does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off in that game.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So 1st down from the 41. They give up the guts. It's Gentry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after this 1 yard.
Move set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league. But that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're throwing it. They'll get this to Tucker. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders up by just a couple of points. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Ready.
That one's out and cut on the right side. He's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's a Vegas 1st down. And off to Gentry. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Another give here to Gentry. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Everybody's back here. It's Gentry. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready?
Genty again. And he will score with almost no time left. And that should clinch the win. Point after rough coming. This for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. And like the game-winning extra point strikes true, and that should do it. We got a 2-score game now late.
Raiders 37, Bengals 28.
Reed now to kick this one away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11. Thomas. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
Here he goes, one final shot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.